Eat the rich, D. D, come here. Come over. Come over here. I want to see you. Okay, that's fine. Here. I want to see you, though. I'll give you a chest rubs. This is your favorite. It likes it. And an ear scratch. And a head pat. And a booty spank. And a back rub. Oh, yeah. A back rub, too. So good it makes you lick your chops. Hello, good morning. Buenos tardes, amigo. Hola, my good friend. Cinco de Mayo's on Tuesday, and I'd hoped we would see each other again. Just had an argument with my mom about politics. She thinks Reagan was a great president. Might want to just, not. My God, you were up early. I don't know what to tell you, but it's kind of what I do now. Most days I'm up by like 6 or 7 in the morning. Early to bed, early to rise, healthy, wealthy, and wise, or whatever the fuck. Is that an older guy thing? You got me. You got me. I really don't know. My sleep schedule has always been kind of chaotic, but now that I'm getting actual good sleep, it might be like stabilizing to a more normal thing. I don't know. Even my dad hates Reagan. Yeah, I mean, most people hate Reagan. I got one thing to say. I'm glad Reagan dead. Killer Mike had it down a long fucking time ago, y'all. Killer Mike knew. I personally love the mornings more than any other time of day. It's so peaceful. It really is, yeah. I mean, it's beautiful right now, right? It's nice, like crisp chill in the air, but it ain't cold. Birds are tweeting. Sun's starting to peek up over the horizon. That crack in black neighborhoods didn't just materialize out of nowhere, just saying. Yeah. I think it was, who was it that said that? I think it was Cat Williams or somebody. I can't remember which comedian it was. I feel like it was a black comedian who was talking about, like, you know, no cocaine is grown in LA. Like, no coca plants are grown in LA. Cocaine is not refined in LA. So why are they arresting black people for it? It's a good point. You say eat the rich. How we talking like a huge outdoor barbecue or a fine dining experience? Definitely not a fine dining thing. That's not how the rest of us eat. We definitely do up a backyard barbecue. Definitely. That's like, we got to give them, like, let their final experience be an actual blue collar fucking potluck, man. Paul, it's so early. It's really not all that early, buddy.
Mama crock pot chili, yeah. Eat the rich. Potluck, who's bringing the potato salad? I brought it last time, and I'm bringing the banker this time, so I'm providing the banker. So somebody else gonna have to handle the. What is this? I don't know, man. What is this? I don't know. Can I get a Brett Keane impression? No. You can do one though. You can do one for yourself. Hello, baby. How are you?
Okay.
I hope I didn't wake you.
No, I just got out.
Currently on break at my day job. I drive a forklift in a warehouse in New Jersey. Love these streams, dude. Nice. I drove forklift for a while. Off the books, of course. I was 16 when I started driving forklift. I don't think that they allow that. I don't think they'll license you for a forklift.
Mm-hmm. It gives you flexibility, bro. If you hate the job, you'll find another one that needs a forklift guy.
True. I really liked driving forklift. Like, it made the day go by so fast. For me, at least. From my perspective. Ha 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 ha, it looks like you shouldn't eat anything. I mean, even fat people have to eat something. You realize, like, you can't just like starve yourself. But I am losing weight. I'm glad that you're concerned. I am losing a pretty fucking decent amount of weight at a really healthy clip. So I'm working on myself. Test. You afraid you're banned? Are you teeing it up to make sure that the next nasty thing that you say comes through?
The band test is so stupid.
What
Like, am I banned?
I know. It's like,
just say what you were gonna say, and
I
then
know.
it'll go through or it won't.
Yeah.
The band test is wasting everyone's time.
Trying to lose weight, but candy is too good, man. I'm such a fucking weakling. Oh, well, I mean, everybody's got their own thing. Candy is not my problem.
You had to go through a whole like philosophical reconnecting with yourself.
Mm-hmm. That's the hard thing to explain to people. Is that I'm not on a diet. I'm not doing a diet. I'm not interested in dieting. I had a philosophical change in how I dealt with food and what I did with food and how I ate it. There was a sea change in how I looked at food and how I looked at my body. And that is what has caused me to be able to lose weight. It's not like a diet or a special thing. Eat the rich, only one thing they can afford.
Yeah.
Eat the rich.
You couldn't really write a diet book because it's like not everyone had the same hang-ups you did.
I bet there are people out there though that do have those hang-ups.
Yeah. Hey,
it's Brett Michaels. I really want a bandana to work, but I don't think they've ever looked good on me.
I look up some YouTube tutorials.
Well, I know how to do like two different styles. I know how to do this, like I call this the Tommy Chong. And Tommy Chong looks great with it. He's got hair just like mine. So I call this one the Tommy Chong. And then if you unfold it and there's like the actual do-rag style, right? Where you are basically like that's half, right? Basically doing like that over your head, like over the top of your hair. Yeah, like that. Those are the two ways that I see people like actually wear bandanas and stuff. But I don't understand like it just looks goofy to me. I feel like I look like a short order cook or something.
I'll get some coffee going for us.
Oh, thank you, baby. I'd love some coffee. I think the first way you had it fit well. Not me, man. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. Does Vaush suffer from narcissism? I don't know, man. I'm not a fucking psychiatrist. I think overall we need to start or stop trying to look into the mental health of people who we disagree with. I don't think that like amateur diagnosis is the way to go forward. Cool. Your box truck is working out. Yeah, you're gonna have to hit me up once you've got that all done. I want to see what you did. What is the appropriate age to smoke weed for the first time, in your opinion? I honestly don't know, but I can't answer that question for you. I started at 13. This gen learned psych speech. Yeah. I tend to agree with Destiny. Destiny said that like the biggest mistake that millennials ever made was teaching Gen Z psych terminology. And I think he's kind of being a little hyperbolic and tongue-in-cheek, but I tend to agree with that statement. I think that it's a good thing that people are more aware of neurodivergence now, but people have taken the ball and run with it in a way that has never been intended. You know, it's one thing to understand BPD or, depression or anxiety. It's a whole other thing to self-diagnose yourself with it and to try and diagnose other people via conversation and shit. I mean, people just get so wild and flippant with their fucking like, this guy's a narcissist. This guy's this guy's that. It's like, fuck, bro. If only you had a clinical diagnostician's license. Wow, you make me feel like Dumbledore at first sight. We've already decided that I would be a Hufflepuff herbology teacher. Everybody demonstrates narcissistic traits at some point. Maybe not everybody, but yeah, most people do. Yeah, this guy talks like he's gay. I'm bisexual, so you're half right. Autism and ADHD together is chaotic. I mean, any neurodivergence is chaotic. That's kind of the point, right? That's like saying only mechanics can tell you your engine fell out. No, that's like saying only mechanics can diagnose the proper fucking way to replace your engine. If you're a dude that's never worked on his engine before and your drivetrain drops out the bottom, you're going to need to go to somebody who knows how to fix that. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, buddy. Sitting there on YouTube seeking attention, and you're giving it. I appreciate it. Fair trade, right? I sought it, and here you are giving it. Both of them together, and one person is chaotic, like with me. Everybody loves their diagnosis, man. Gage has been like perched on the edge of his seat to tell us his diagnosis. He tried to drop the hint, oh, it's very chaotic. Now he's got to tell us, I've got this and that. Everybody lives their diagnosis, man. Hello, man. Hello. I hate having Asperger's. You don't. Asperger's is no longer a DSM diagnosis. It's now autism spectrum disorder. So there you go. You have ASD, not Asperger's. Congrats. I just updated your fucking diagnosis for you. Now you know something more about yourself. wants you. No one ever is to blame. Boom, boom. Doo-doo-doo. Boom, boom, boom. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Boom. Usually don't tell people I'm autistic or that I have ADHD. I just thought I'd squeeze it in here because it was relevant. Yeah. I don't think it's as relevant as you think. But maybe I'm wrong about that. Maybe it's the only thing that's relevant. Song has been stuck in your head for days. I know, dude. It's been longer than yesterday. That song is so good. There's something about that song, man. It's lodged in there. How you doing? I haven't tuned in for a couple of years. I'm doing pretty good, man. Good to see you again. Thanks for jumping back in and checking it out. I J-O way too much. I don't know, man. Make it like a reward system. Say, I'm gonna J-O after I get this, that, and the other thing done. Anybody told you you look like Chris Farley? Not really, no. How, like, because I'm big? I don't think I look much like Chris Farley, but maybe you guys disagree. Like, literally nobody's ever been like, dude, you look like Chris Farley. So you'd be the first. Is sex addiction a thing? Yes. It's in the Diagnostic and Statistical Manual, nymphomania. I see a little John Goodman in there. That I have heard before. Back when The Big Lebowski was new, I used to get Walter all the time. Do you see what happens, Larry? 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 Do you see what happens when you fuck a stranger in the ass? This is what happens, Larry. This is what happens, Larry. Addiction isn't a disease, it's a choice. That's a silly take, man. If addiction isn't a disease, then why is it treated as a disease by every fucking doctor on the planet? I really got to hear this one. I really want to hear the answer to that question. Why is the standard treatment for alcohol addiction to treat it as a disease? Come on, guy. Type quick. You can do it. Come on, Danny. I believe in you. Let's hear it. 'Cause it's a gimmick. Ooh. Man, that is real convincing, bro. I'm going to go ahead and throw out the Diagnostic and Statistical Manual, and I'm going to go with you. I'm going to go with, hell nah, this thick-ass book filled with the fucking diagnosticians' fucking lists come up with by fucking doctors over the ages, that's bullshit gimmick, man. You all right there, Danny? Why would I throw away 600 years of medical science because Danny thinks it's a gimmick and not a diagnosis? Just stop, bro. Danny, who loved bowling. Danny, who loved bowling and surfing. He explored the coasts of California from Pismo to Leo Carrillo. I'm a drug addiction. I choose to get high. Okay, so I see what's going on here, Danny. You're off a bean or something. I get it. All right, buddy. You got it all figured out, man. Danny's off a bean or two, okay? Danny's sipping on lean and popping a bean, okay? Just leave him alone, man. He is drug addiction. Addiction has symptoms and causes side effects. It also has treatments that can be sought medically. Yeah, I mean, the only standardized way of treating an addiction is a medical process. Damn dog, you ate everything. Only thing I have left is the rich. Well, dig in then. Get your fork and knife. Don't come in here and make little sidelong fat jokes at me. Get your fork and knife and go eat the rich. Don't talk to me out of one side of your mouth. Open your whole mouth, man. Come on. Weakness isn't an excuse. Says who? If there's a big rock on the ground and you don't have the muscles to lift it, isn't weakness the excuse for that? If I can lift a big rock and I hand it to you and you drop it because your muscles can't hold it, isn't that weakness? You ever think about these things, Danny? Or do you just like do you walk around through life making weird like proclamations at people and then getting like corrected? That's what weakness means, though, Gage. There's strength and there's weakness. I can be strong enough to lift this heavy thing, and you can be too weak to lift it. Or vice versa. You see? Weakness is pain leaving the body. Oh my God, bro. Oh my God, bro. Tell me you've spent hours watching a dude with a shaved head and a ripped six-pack do fucking calisthenics without telling me you've done that. How high are you? Barely. Just smoked my first like little couple tokes of the day. There is no good or evil. There is only weight and those too weak to lift it. There you go. Yeah. Weakness is part of being human. Absolutely. It is the human condition that we are both towering intellect and so fragile that we just fall over dead all the time. Coming to terms with your own mortality and your own weakness is part of being a well-adjusted human being. sweet stuff.
Coffee.
Oh, you got my pills. Thank you. My anti-crazy meds. You guys are so lucky. And you want everyone, and you want her. No one is above weakness. We are all weak. We are all fragile beings on this planet, okay? Any one of us could just drop dead right now from an aneurysm, from a fucking embolism, from a fucking popped blood vessel, from something we never knew we had, from some genetic disorder that was never fucking diagnosed because nobody ever looked for it. This today may be your day, man. And that is true for every human being on the planet. That shows a profound level of weakness and susceptibility to your environment. That's why humans are what we are. Alone, we're fragile, frail, naked, and defenseless. Together, we're unstoppable. And we don't harness that power. So many of us are committed to what seems like going alone. Who's the nicest rich person you ever met? The dude, the nicest guy, the dude that was really fucking super nice to me was a customer at my first Starbucks job. He drove an Audi TT back in the early 2000s. It would have been like 2002. And I love Audis. I always have, especially that era of Audis. I think they just look so low and mean. And so I remarked to him one day that I liked his Audi. And, you know, like rich guys that have cars like that, they love to talk about them. And so I was on my break and I was sitting on like one of the tables smoking a cigarette. And I said, hey, man, I'm sorry to bother you. I just love your car, man. I love watching you pull up in that TT every day. Oh, man, he came over and sat with me. And he started telling me like what he did for a living. And so I probably have met one of the most hated rich people on the planet Earth, honestly, but nobody ever thinks about him. This guy was the inventor of the stoplight camera. Those cameras that wait for you to pass through and then take a picture of your license plate. He invented that. He was the creator of that technology and was ultra, ultra rich because of it. He let me drive his Audi. Inside of his Audi, he had integrated GPS, which in 2001 was unheard of. So I was blown away. He was like, just put in your address here. And I did, and then...
People had those little Tom-Toms for a while.
Yeah.
Which were garbage.
It was TomTom, but it was built in.
Yeah.
Fake story time again, though? No. I don't know why people think I would make this bullshit up.
Yeah, it's like I met the guy that made stoplight cameras.
Yeah.
Like...
You know what's going to make me look cool? I was a barista, and I used to sling coffee to and talk to the guy that invented stoplight cameras. Come on, buddy.
And of all the rich people cars, an Audi. Like, you're not
Yeah.
getting a Ferrari.
An Audi TT, yeah. Unheard of, bro. Unheard of. It's like, what is wrong with some of you people? Are you really used to everybody just being like totally full of shit all the time? I invited that guy over to my house to smoke weed. He was a pothead as well. And I invited him over to my apartment to smoke weed. He came over. He was a nice dude. He was like, fuck yeah, I'll come over. So after work one day, he came to my apartment. I introduced him to my roommate. We smoked some weed together. he saw how we were living, kind of. We were very bachelor, you know what I mean? We had hand-me-down furniture and no furniture in our bedrooms. We had mattresses on the floor, the whole nine, right? And he was like, he saw that I was there with my girlfriend, and he was like, hey, man, he was like, I'm getting rid of my bed set. He's like, I have a big, nice bed set. He's like, would you guys be interested in it? And I was like, yeah, man, I don't think we can afford it. I appreciate the offer. He was like, no, I'm not talking. I just want to get rid of it. And I was like, seriously? I'm like, yeah, man, I just want to get rid of it. I'm looking to buy a new one. I'm sick of it. It's like, can I have a guy bring it to you? I was like, cool. Yeah, sure, man, that's cool. And he did. Sure enough, like 2 days later, two moving guys came over, moved in these. You ever seen those bed sets that are like, they're integrated, right? It's two big cabinets and then like a headboard thing. There was a mirror. It's like lights over your head where you can like reach up above your head and turn on a reading light. Like it was one of those big, nice integrated bed sets with all your drawers and your cabinets and your blah 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 all built in, right? It wasn't a free bed. We put the bed on the bed thing, but it was like the bed set. And I'd never owned one of those before or since, by the way. I'd never had one as a kid, and I never had one since then.
We still have a thing under our mattress, at least.
Yeah, no, we have a bed thing. We're not mattress on the floor, but I've never had like the whole set, headboard, cabinets all integrated. I never would be able to afford that. Did you like it? I liked it, but I will tell you, I moved that thing from Arizona to California, and then from California to another house in California, and then I got divorced. And I never in a million years would have moved that fucking thing again. For all I know, my ex-wife still has it. And that is from before I met her. That came with me from Arizona and my first girlfriend's breakup. So for all I know, she still has that bed set.
You saw how he got sick of it after a while.
Oh my god, it weighs a fucking ton.
Yeah.
It weighs an absolute ton. It's like cedar wood or some shit.
You ain't getting one of those again unless you planted.
Yeah. And even then, I don't think I'd want something that big anyway. It was just like ostentatious.
Yeah.
Never trust a rich business person. I don't know that that's necessarily true, but maybe it is. How much mileage was the mattress? He didn't give us a mattress. We used our mattress. I don't remember how much mileage was on it. What amount of money would you share your beard for? Shave? You mean shave? Oh, shave my beard.
Set a goal for $3,000, I think, last time.
Nobody's gonna pay, but I do think it's gonna have to come off because I challenged the Kirks yesterday to a drag off, and we're gonna do a whole drag show when we're together, a drag competition, and see who makes the best queen. And I think the beard's got to come off. It does regrow, but I am a little spooked. Luckily, once the beard comes off, my wife and maybe the other guys' wives will be helping me become Saltina Sachet. So I will be covering up my shame immediately with nice foundation and blush and rouge and
man.
lip liner. And the
You're
whole
gonna
nine.
lose if you put me in charge of your makeup. You're gonna lose.
Okay. You don't think you could do like hot ass Saltina Sachet makeup on me?
Compared to Chelsea? Fuck no.
Well, look, I can't fucking press gang her into being the one because she's going to want to do TJ's.
Yeah.
And Taylor's going to want to do Scotty's.
I'm just saying, like, I'll
may
do
just
it,
have-
but we're gonna lose. That's not true.
Well, if we lose, baby. What if it doesn't come back? But it does. It's hair. When's the last time you saw your clean-shaven face? It would have been like 2009 or 8, something like that. Then almost 20 years.
You didn't tell me about no drag off. I would have
I
warned
thought you were
you.
watching yesterday or listening. Yeah. No, I got sick of it. Saltina Sachet wanted to come out of me yesterday
Yeah.
during TJ's LGBT history episode.
Yeah. No, I don't like watching those when you're pre-recording it because you guys think it's creepy to have someone pop in.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I did it one time and you guys noticed, so
Oh, okay.
I don't ever do it again.
I see.
Because it shows up as like a viewer.
I can walk in heels. I can walk in heels. I was in a Shakespeare play that required me to wear buckle boots. I played Sir Toby Belch in Twelfth Night. And as a foppish, drunken gentleman knight, I had to wear heels. Like the chalk heels, I think they're called. So I know how to do it, dude. Maybe not like stilettos or whatever, but I can walk in heels. I've already got it. I can also do my own makeup. Maybe not to the level of a fucking drag queen, but I know how to put on my own foundation, my own rouge, eyeliner, and lip liner. I'm a theater guy. What kind of dress do you want? I want something off the shoulder. So like whatever that dress, you know that dress line that's like off the shoulder
Yeah.
and goes across like that. I want poofy sleeves. I want poofy sleeves and that kind of line. Become a beauty influencer. Nah. I didn't know that it was okay for guys to mess around with drag when I first started thinking about doing this show. And this is just due to ignorance and a misunderstanding of the difference between drag and transness. I thought that maybe it would come off as like we were making fun or being appropriative or whatever. But I was very quickly corrected. This was a couple years ago by trans folks in my audience to let me know that like there are plenty of straight dudes who dress drag. It does not necessarily mean anything about your sexuality. And it certainly doesn't necessarily mean that you're a trans woman. And I guess I was not aware of that. I always thought that, you know, drag queens were trans. At least until a couple of years ago, right? And now that I've gotten a kind of like a good bunch of feedback from trans folk and gay folk that it is perfectly cool for us to do drag, that it's not going to come off as making fun, then I've wanted to do it ever since. And I just got sick of it yesterday. I laid down the gauntlet.
You just happen to have a wife that sucks at makeup, so I'm sorry.
That's okay, baby. We'll figure it out. We'll watch some tutorials.
The only, like, I did that makeup job on that head, but that's very different.
Straight dudes in drag. All right. Can I ask you a question? If I were to force you to put on a dress right now, did that make you gay? How about this? Shakespeare was written for men, and men only. So in Shakespeare's time, Romeo and Juliet both would have been played by men. Do you think that that made the man that played Juliet a queer? Or do you think that maybe how you dress has nothing to do with your sexuality? Which one of those do you think might be true?
It used to be manly to have the makeup and have the ruffles and have the heels.
Yeah, go look at the poncy way that the founding fathers dressed. Were those a bunch of queers?
They were rouging it up.
They wore makeup every day, powdered wigs, high heels, beautiful buckles on their shoes, lace ruffles at their wrists and necks, ribbons in their long ponytails.
Pants weren't even a thing for a while.
Nope, they wore pantaloons. or pedal pushers, as we call them now, with high thigh socks. Were those guys all queers? Every last one of them was a queer, huh? Where you at, buddy? Come on. Deaf gay. Cool. Cool. At least now I know you're a moron. The entire French aristocracy, for example. Fuck Louis XIV. The entire French aristocracy, pre-revolution, was men dressing in women's clothing. Didn't read what I said before that. Oh, my bad. Sorry, did I miss one of your low quality trolling attempts? My bad. Let me scroll back. Just kidding. I'm not gonna.
You gotta have complete thoughts in these chats.
You really do. Every comedy group in history has done drag. True. Ever watched Spun? Yes, good movie.
Rudy Giuliani has done drag.
Yep. Rudy Giuliani has done drag.
I think Reagan did too, didn't he?
Ronald Reagan did drag. George H.W. Bush, I think, did a drag joke. Maybe not. Is it still drag if we're all wearing dresses, though? I don't know. You tell me. When will the next Game of Thrones book be finished? I don't know. I'm working on it, guys. Okay? Just get off my back. Get off my case.
He put himself in a conundrum because he let the showrunners finish it and everyone hated how they finished it, so he knows how not to end it.
Right. But he also, here's the thing. I know exactly how he feels as an artist. He feels like somebody took my work and ended it.
Mm-hmm.
And now there's all this expectation hanging over the ending, and I have to either defy it or go with it.
Mm-hmm.
And he's probably just going nuts being constrained.
Yeah. Because, like, it's still telling him what to do, even if he defies everything.
Well, him defying it is it telling him how to do.
Yeah.
So it's no longer his anymore. It's somebody else's idea that he's trying to change. And, dude, as an author, that's gotta suck, bro. I've never been a writer, but I can imagine working on a manuscript or something, and then it blows up and gets huge, and I haven't finished the whole cycle yet, and then like a show gets made, and they put an ending in, and it sucks, and I've got to somehow finish the books now.
Yeah, Rowling was smart. She kept them. Like, not until I'm done with the book can you start the next movie.
Exactly.
Churned them out to make sure it was on pace.
Yes, clearly. Where are they at?
They went over the tree.
Oh, did they? Was it 3 again? Did you see?
I only saw the one.
They've been doing like flying V formation training every day. What wildlife do you have around you? Lots of birds. I mean, this is like a foothill area. So everything from birds to deer are endemic here. We get possums back here. We get a whole slew of birds, butterbutts and scrub jays and mourning doves. Yeah. Little finches of all varieties and geese. There's a big park with a big pond near us, and so we get geese flyovers quite a bit.
There has to be a lot of rats, considering how many cats this
100%,
neighborhood's supporting.
Yeah. All those little creatures that you'd expect to be running around. and rats and mice and field mice and little shrews and all that fun stuff. Snakes, spiders. I mean, it's a very like biologically dense area. Lots of insect life, lots of mammals, lots of little reptiles. One of my favorite pieces of life that's endemic around here is skinks. So there's like a banded skink up in the mountains. They live near creeks under the rocks and stuff, and they're huge. They're like this long, big, beautiful black and orange lizards.
Kind of chonk looking.
Yeah, they're fat. I love a skink. Actually, the black and orange ones I'm thinking of is a big giant salamander. We have those too. Skinks are different, but there are skinks, there are salamanders. You know. One of the most beautiful predators that still exist on the North American continent, pretty endemic here, the mountain lion. They are just absolutely unbelievably gorgeous animals.
You've seen one face to face.
What?
Mountain lion.
Mountain lions, yeah. I had a run-in with a mountain lion on the Bob Jones Trail in Pismo one time. A mountain lion with cubs, which is like, man, your life is on the line right there. I had my dog Boogie at the time, and I was walking her on the Bob Jones Trail there in fucking San Luis Obispo County. Mountain Lion Central. And I watched her cross about, I would say like 20 or 30 yards ahead of us. And she crossed very carefully but deliberately and glanced at us as she crossed. So she knew we were there. And then right in behind her, two little fuzzballs. I was like, reeled Boogie in, grabbed her, covered her little eyes and yap. Waited for Mama's kitties to get across the road. Took 3 big steps backwards, turned around, and walked away. Were you shaking? Afterwards, I was.
You didn't want to come off.
No, you don't. You don't want to come off like prey, and you don't want to come off aggressive. I was my biggest fear was that Boogie was going to see and yap, and that was going to set Mama off.
You were yelling at everyone on the way back, like, mountain lion.
I went back up the trail, and every biker and walking group that came by, I said, you need to be very careful. I'm heading back because there's a mountain lion with cubs on the trail. A lot of people just turned around. Any bear encounters? Yeah. When you go up to Yosemite, when I was a kid, my mom used to fucking hate people. They have all these signs when you go to Yosemite, please do not feed the bears. And if you stop, you can actually read why, but people don't. The reason why is that bears develop a dependence on human food. And they basically abandon their lifestyle, their nomadic lifestyle and shit. It fucks up their hibernation patterns, the whole nine, man.
Yeah, and it's like that road to Yosemite closes a lot during the winter, so it's like the road's closed, the bears are all dependent on people.
Yep. So it's way better now, but when I was a kid, when you drove up to Yosemite, there used to be a little line to get in, because everybody had to go through the single booth to pay the toll. And while you were waiting in the toll line, there were 2 or 3 black bears, always. And people getting out of their cars, throwing them Twinkies and shit. My mom used to yell at them. Stop feeding them bears, you idiot. Because it really just like, it makes them dangerous. It makes them like, bears normally are very wary of human beings, as well they should be. And so it's rare for them to approach a human. But when you start feeding them, they lose the natural kind of trepidation that they have for humans. And that puts them near humans. It makes them like, so now those bears, when that car line is gone, when it's 3 a.m. and there's no more cars coming in, they're going to go to the campsite now. That's where all the humans went.
Yeah, there's some kind of accident or something and everyone's stuck out there, they're gonna go up to people's cars and be like, hello.
They'll go right in your car. You have to if you're going to camp in Yosemite, at least back in the day, I think they've relocated a lot of the bears. They literally had to bag and tag them, knock them out, and take them like 100 miles deeper into the fucking forest and shit. And they routinely do that now to keep them because people are just stupid. They see a bear and they think it's a cuddly little thing and they want to feed it. Yeah, a hungry bear expecting human equals food and that human tries to shoo it, that's a recipe for disaster. It's like, wait a minute, no. I'm here to eat, motherfucker. I like the idea of bears attacking dummies. See, that's the thing. They don't know the difference between a dummy and a non-dummy.
Yeah, they just see like this car that has human smell has food.
I'd be all for it. If you fed a bear and suddenly bears could sense that you're an idiot and came just to you, I'd be like, feed them, motherfucker. But the problem is you feed the bear and then it's in my campsite later because of it. That's the problem, right? Yeah, there was some kitties having a little talk.
We have a whole gaggle of them.
I think we've identified probably at least a couple dozen cats that live in this neighborhood, ferals.
Yeah, there's like maybe like 7 or 8 that like specifically like our little neighborhood, but there's way more around.
Oh yeah, we're always seeing new ones. Do they think they are not wild animals? They don't have a concept of that. Wild doesn't mean anything to them. What means to them is, oh shit, high calorie food that's easy to get. I don't have to hunt it. I don't have to scavenge it. I can just sit here and people throw me all this calorie dense food and I get big and fat off of it. Fuck yeah, that's all they know. Right? They don't have a concept of like, I'm wild, I shouldn't eat Twinkies. They don't have that concept. We have that concept.
Yeah, like other animals don't pattern seek the same way we do, but they definitely like can understand like cause and effect and a routine.
They live in the state of nature. The state of nature is a state of survivalism.
Yeah.
If they can go out into the woods and be away from humans and only eat once or twice a week, or stay in the meadow right next to where the humans pull in and out of Yosemite and eat fucking all day, they're gonna, which one are you gonna choose?
Give me the bow.
Oh no,
Uh-oh.
in the bush. Well, that'll keep him busy for a minute. Every single animal would be fat if they had access to infinite food. Yeah, well, that's why we're all fat.
Yeah, like
Human beings have defeated the state of nature. We've separated ourselves from the natural flow of food, and we have more than we could ever eat. We throw away more food than we could ever eat. It's obscene how humans are. But that food and its ubiquity ruins wildlife.
I think I'm gonna have to help him over there.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was trying to bounce it up higher and that way, but... These questions make me think some humans are still in the state of nature. No. No, there really aren't. That's kind of the problem, right? Well, maybe not the problem, but that's kind of the source of this problem. So very few human beings could make the claim that they still live in the state of nature. There's a few, like maybe uncontacted South American tribes, maybe African tribes, Congolese tribes, that could make that, a couple of maybe island nations that could make that argument. Like the Sentinelese. They're living in the state of nature, or at least as adjacent to it as a human can. Oh no! Well, hold on. I saw where it bounced. I seen it where it bounced. It went right here. didn't he? Hey,
Not go exactly down or exactly up.
it's in there somewhere.
Yeah.
But let me see. It should be around. But it's also blue too. Well, buddy, I'm sorry. I don't have the bow.
Might be another one around here somewhere. I think you might have another ball.
There probably is another ball, but if there isn't, we'll just have to get you one. But I don't know what I did. But the bow wow wow is gone. It's missing. Where did it go? I don't know. I'm sorry. Dad's an idiot. We'll get you another bow wow wow.
Yeah.
Wah. Poor D. You still looking?
Yeah.
Honey bear, I'm so sorry. I don't know where your bow went. Let me go look again. It makes me so sad. It gotta be there. It bounced like right here. It went boing. It gotta be here. Is it inside here? All around. You go find this bow wow wow. You can see better into the bush over here too. Did it bounce up? Over? I just don't know. I just don't know. I'm sorry. I really am. I don't know. It's a big bush and a little ball, and I don't know. This is a big ball. You want the big giggle ball? Do you hear your dog kisses? He's a kiss dodger, so he usually gets them on the forehead. Just gonna have to find him a new bow. That's all there is to it. You'll have to get a new bow, D. I'm sorry.
I thought we had gotten some at some point, but I don't know where we put them. Got it.
Yep.
Poor T.
I'm not going to be able to dodge the sun for a while, but that works. Poor D. I'm sorry. We'll find a new one. It'll turn up, I bet. We want to bet it'll turn up. Umbrella, no block sun. I mean, it's like coming in right that way.
Yeah. Well, even that chair over there isn't really fully shaded.
No. You got the catbird seat right now.
Yeah.
You're shaded from the neck up.
You can switch if you want.
What's the earliest memory in your entire life? No, I'm fine with me. Earliest memory is sitting in my grandmother's lap. She was holding me in her lap, had her hand around my stomach, and she was smoking a cigarette. And I reached for it because I liked the smoke. And she said, "No, baby, hot caca." That's the first fucking thing I have a clear ass memory of. And I must have been like maybe 3. She said, "Hot caca." So that was my first words were hot caca. Not mama, not dada, hot caca. Dude, you're crazy. Okay.
Because you were trying to help your poor dog find his ball. That's what's crazy.
I don't know. Dude, you are my spirit animal. That's like a millennial glaze.
Yeah.
Saying that you're somebody's spirit animal. That's the way a millennial tells you that you're chill, or you're cool, or that they vibe with you. Millennials are very performative people, aren't they?
Yeah.
Everything I kind of like that about them. Everything's got like extra portent to it. They can't just say, "Dude, you're chill." Like that's Gen X. Gen X will just be like, "Dude, you're fucking chill." I like chilling with you, man. You're chill. You're chill as fuck. I like vibing with you. I like smoking with you. Whatever. You millennials have got to be like, "My guy, may I just say that you are my spirit animal." Yeah, dude. Okay, yeah, you could say that. Us Gen Zers will just tell you you're iconic. Yeah. I like that one better, honestly. I think Gen Zers are getting back to that Gen X thing, but with a little mix of that flourish in, maybe a little more love of language, but also love of truncation. Yeah, you're an icon, or you're iconic, or you're based, right? I vibe more with Gen Z, I think, than I do with millennials. I think I got way more enmity for my half millennial side than any other people. I put a lot of weight of like what's happened in the world politically on millennials. That being myself, right? I must be the exception to the rule. 92, baby. I tend to just be like, you're fucking dope. Well, that sensibility isn't, like you. I've met you, Jareth, and you don't have a millennial sensibility about you, even though you are a fucking dyed-in-the-wool millennial. You've got like a Gen X sensibility, and that's really common for people in the millennial generation.
You think it depends on how old your parents are?
That can be a determining factor for sure. Like which generation and which generational thought process are you exposed to by your parents, and how do you rebel against that is gonna.
Maybe like how much access did you have to like cousins and siblings or same age and stuff?
It's mostly your parents though.
Yeah.
It really is. Like people rebel against their parents, but the funny thing about that rebellion is as they're rebelling, the real rebellion is figuring out how to integrate what you've learned from your parents into your own life. So you end up being way more like them than you ever think you're gonna be.
Yeah.
Because basically everything you learned from them. How old are you? I'm 44. I was born in 1980. I love how quiet it is in your background right now. It's nice. Yeah, it is nice out here before the fucking lawnmowers and chainsaws fire up.
Yeah. It's still kind of early. It's not even 8 yet, so.
Yeah, it'll probably be another couple hours before they start running those. Uh, 44, damn, I thought you were in your 30s. I usually don't get that. Like my whole life, since I'd say probably junior year in high school, I always get like maybe 5 to 10 years older than I am. So it's interesting to hear that you think I'm 30 something.
Well, you got a good sun bleach in your hair going on right now.
Oh, is that good?
Yeah,
What, does that make me look younger though?
a little bit.
Oh, interesting.
Masks the grays because it's blending into the blondes.
Right. You dress younger? Yeah, I mean, I guess that is a thing. I worry about being cringe sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I worry that because I will look at an older guy that's dressed in a very like hello fellow kids kind of way
Mhm.
and be very judgmental in my mind, but I think I'm kind of that guy. But the thing is I'm not trying to do a hello fellow kids thing.
Yeah.
I just dress like I did when I was a teenager.
Yeah.
I never really did the whole like part of growing up. Well, I did actually.
Yeah.
I did the part of growing up where you have to stop wearing band T-shirts and
Start wearing polos
and button-ups and slacks and dress shoes and blah blah blah. I did that, man, dude. You guys, you go look at some of my old videos and look at how I'm dressed. That's
Well,
where
I can't.
They can.
There's
I mean,
some-
there's one on the subreddit right now
Yeah.
that compares and contrasts
Yeah.
two versions of the story that I told and shows the similarities between them.
Mhm.
If you look at how I'm dressed in that earlier 2015, 2016 video, actually, I think it's earlier than that.
Yeah.
It's like 2012. If you look at that video, you'll see how I was dressing back then. I was dressing very plain, very normal, very button up, very well-to-do, very upper middle class white guy kind of look. And I hated it. I fucking hated it. I felt so out of place. I felt so silly. It was so hard for me to go out and do anything because I just felt like I looked like such an idiot. And then when I got the job that I have now, being a content creator and stuff, all of a sudden, you know, for the first time in my life, I don't have a dress code. I can do whatever I want. And I didn't know how to do anything other than what I did in high school. Oh, I like this Nirvana shirt. Oh, I like these really comfortable baggy pants. Oh, I like these skate shoes. Right? And that's still how I dress to this day. It's my comfort zone. But I feel like I worry sometimes that people are going to be like, oh yeah, hello fellow kids. Look at this old guy trying to dress young. I really don't want to come off that way. I'm not trying to do that. It's not my fault that the way that we dressed back in the fucking 90s is cool again. You know? That's just, I'm a victim of circumstance on that. Oh, I wore Hawaiian shirts. I fucking hate them. Dude, the fat guy curse, bro. I used to want to put a little color and a little pizzazz into my shit. And that's what every fucking middle-class white guy does when they feel like a little constrained by their button-up lifestyle. They go get a Tommy Bahama shirt. I had a couple, not Tommy Bahamas, because those are like $100 shirts. It's fucking retarded. But I had a couple of fucking Hawaiian shirts. I'd throw them on. You know, oh, look at me. I'm a little hip. I'm a little with it. Fuck that, bro. Do you like energy drinks? No. I was addicted to them for a while, and so I don't ever touch them.
It's like an emergency during a long road trip.
Yeah, if I'm on a long ass road trip and I gotta push through 2 more hours and I'm feeling real bedraggled, I'll grab a fucking sugar-free Red Bull and pound that motherfucker and
But
push through
it's
it.
like chugging medicine for you, basically.
Yeah, it is. It's gross. I don't like it. You used to be a skater kid? Yeah. I was never like a very talented skater, but I could kick push it. And my whole group of friends was kind of, that was our aesthetic. That was our thing. That was kind of like what our hangouts were centered around for a lot of the time, was just kicking around. I dress borderline homeless looking unless I have a doctor appointment or something. I go to the doctor normally. I'll go to the doctor in sweats and a band t-shirt.
Yeah. Okay. We'll get you a new ball. Okay.
Are dress codes common in the U.S.? Yes. And so that we have all kinds of different levels of dress that are expected by different jobs. There's casual, which means you can dress however you want, but within reason.
Like usually they want at least jeans.
Yeah, you
They don't want
can't wear like a
sweatpants.
Flaming Lips t-shirt and sweatpants. That's not casual. That's fucking pajamas. So casual means a nice t-shirt and some good jeans. Business casual means slacks and a polo shirt. You can wear sneakers, but not anything like super. Like I used to have to do business casual at my tech job, so they didn't make me wear. They didn't make me wear dress shoes every day. I would wear those when I did trainings and stuff. I would wear sneakers the rest of the time, but I had slacks, belt, tucked in polo, the whole nine. So that's like business casual. And then there's business dress, which is a suit and tie or a nice dress, a really nice A-line dress or a pantsuit. That's kind of like the traditional gendered dress codes of America. Never had to do full-blown business dress. I've had to do it a few times. I hate a monkey suit, man. I hate being in like a tux. I hate being in like a three-piece. I think I look best in like a traditional old three-piece with the vest. I think I dress up nice in one of those. But left to my own devices, I wouldn't. I don't own a suit. I have a couple button ups and a couple pairs of slacks.
That might actually fit you now that you've lost weight. I remember last
They will
time
definitely, yeah, they'll fit me better now for sure. I still think I got some work to do, but why are suits a part of dress code? It seems irrelevant to a business's productivity. Yeah, I don't know, man. I to try and like take the position, having a business dress code provides a standard of professionalism. It gives an aura of professionalism that is probably useful for keeping people in line.
that kind of camaraderie a little bit.
Right. Plus, like when somebody walks up to you in a snappy suit, there's an impression, right? Whether you're into that kind of look or not, if somebody shows up in a really nice tailored suit, it gives you an impression of the business that you're walking into. Like, what it tells you is like there's money being made here. There's money being spread around in this place. These people are a little bit upper crusty. They kind of know their fashion. They know their stuff.
Like we saw that, like when we went to get our car. Remember, like the first dude was just kind of like polo and slacks, and the other dude was like in a full suit.
Yeah. Just being willing to put that work into putting that shit on makes an impression. Yeah, it does. I dress like a punk and I'm happy about it. I don't know if your idea of punk is the same as mine though. When you say I dress punk, I think of no shirt, sleeveless leather vest with a NoFX patch on it or something, and a fucking like Liberty spikes or a big fucking actual mohawk. Like that's punk according to my sensibility. I don't think that what you dress as would fit that, but maybe I'm wrong.
How do you feel about like school dress codes? Like the argument that like, oh, if everyone has to wear the same thing, then no one gets made fun of.
There's an argument for both sides, right? I think that oftentimes that they're stupid. Like the dress code at my school was implemented to quote stifle gang violence, and so it banned us from wearing football teams. They wanted to just ban two specific football teams. They wanted to ban merch from the LA Raiders, and they wanted to ban merch from the San Francisco 49ers. These were commonly used by the gangs in the area as ways of representing themselves in groups. But they couldn't, like when they tried to just ban those two teams.
It's like free speech.
Right, people complained. And so they did the blanket ban on any kind of sports memorabilia. So I couldn't even wear like a hockey jersey if I wanted to school. If it was branded with a sports logo, I couldn't wear it. And then the other part of the dress code was boys had to keep their pants pulled up to their waist. You couldn't sag, which was a thing. That was like a style back then. We called it sagging. It was like your pants halfway down your ass and kind of baggy and hanging on your hips instead of your waist. It was very popular back in the day. We couldn't do that. Fat Richard, our security guard, would spend his whole morning saying, "Pull your fucking pants up. Pull your pants up." And then girls, there was some stupid thing about like their skirt had to be the tips of their fingers when they put their hands next to next to their legs. Your skirt had to reach the tips of your fingers. And if it was any shorter, it was against dress code. You also, no low cut or midriff.
Did you have the strap rule, like where it had to be 2 fingers
Yes.
for straps?
2 finger straps, no low cut, no midriff for women. Get a job, hippie? I've got one, man. Thanks, though. Thanks for the well wishes. But I've got one. I'm doing it right now. I'm living the dream, man. For about 13 years, I've made my living as a content creator and a business owner. It's pretty fucking crazy, man. But thanks for the concern. If I ever lose this job, I'll definitely go get a job. Being a school uniform. So anyway, let me get through this. That was my dress code. I think most of that was stupid. However, to steel man the argument for dress codes, let's say this. High school is like a fucking gladiator arena. And if you're a poor kid and you can't afford to get a No Fear shirt, which was hot back in the day, or a Massimo shirt, or a Stussy shirt. These were all the types of shirts that everybody wanted back in the day. These skate surf brand shirts. They were expensive. Back in the 90s, you'd pay like $35 for a Volcom shirt, right? But everybody needed to have one. If you couldn't afford one, and you wore a shitty band t-shirt or a ratty t-shirt, you were instantly made fun of. You were instantly labeled an outsider because you could not afford to wear Volcom. You could not afford to wear Stussy.
That's more of an argument for the full uniform than the piecemeal dress code.
Yeah. So so equalizing poor kids with rich kids would do a whole lot to help people flourish, I think, socially in school. So I can see the argument, man. I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know. I tend to lean towards just let kids wear whatever the fuck they want. But that does not address the kind of wage gap between people's parents. My parents, I was lucky, man. My parents were able to buy me a Massimo shirt, a No Fear shirt.
Some Jinkos.
I had Junko jeans. You know, I had skate shoes. I had nice Puma shoes. You know, fresh socks, fresh fucking undies, the whole nine. I didn't have ratty clothes. And if I did, it was ratty on purpose. Stifle individuality or stifle bullying? That really is the question, right? I don't know what the right answer is for kids. I don't know. Yeah, a uniform doesn't have to be like a suit and tie, British private school looking kind of thing. It can mean just a fucking school t-shirt and pants. You know, I think that's lame, but if everybody has to wear it, then what's lame about it, you know? I don't know. Everybody's lame, I guess. Oh man, the hygiene thing. There was a girl, I fucking hate that this happened, man. But I actually did the right thing. And so I guess I probably, but it was fucking horrible. There was this girl, her name was Chrissy. And she very clearly had her parents were very poor. She was PWT, for sure, poor white trash. And she dressed in very ratty, hand-me-down clothes. Her hair was always greasy. She was very seldom washed properly, and people used to call her Pissy Chrissy because she smelled kind of like pee. And behind her back, people would call her Pissy Chrissy. And I partook in that. So I'm not letting myself off the hook for being an asshole. But at one day, I remember me and my friend Delilah were talking about Chrissy, and we really got sad because we would see her walk into a field after school. We knew that she probably didn't have a home. She was probably living in a car somewhere. And so we talked about her, but not behind her back, not in a mean way. And we said, how can we help her? And we just said Ginger. Ginger Latimer was my mentor and drama teacher all 4 years I was in high school. She was the most non-judgmental teacher I ever met. And we went to her about Chrissy. Chrissy was in Drama 1. And we told her, you know, I don't think Chrissy's ever been told about hygiene. And we would like to get her some stuff, but we don't want to hurt her feelings. And Ginger said, okay, you guys did the right thing. And she went to Chrissy to try and help her. And Chrissy got so embarrassed that she ran away, and we never saw Chrissy again. Chrissy left school. Fucked, man. Fucked.
I mean, it might not have been her decision. It might have been she came home with some stuff and her parents fucking freaked out about it.
Maybe. Damn, that broke my fucking heart. I know, dude. Sad times, right? But I look back on that and I say, at the very least, I recognized that she was in need and I tried to do my best. I went to an authority figure and I said, hey, I think Chrissy needs help. And I don't think anybody else did that for her, so I don't know what happened to her. It's terribly sad. It very much is, yeah. It's very sad. I was always friends with kids like that. Well, we wanted to try because we were tired of everybody otherizing Pissy Chrissy. We wanted to try that. It was, but we didn't know how to reach out to her and be her friend. We just weren't mature enough to know how to do that. So we did the next best thing, which is we went to an authority figure that we trusted to not do wrong by Chrissy. And I know that whatever Ginger said to Chrissy, it was not mean, and it was not nasty or hurtful. It was, she tried to help. So I bet Chrissy had hippie parents. She was probably cool. I don't think so. Chrissy was very, very quiet and very socially awkward. I think Chrissy probably had a really tough home life. But that's all just me reading into Chrissy, right? You might be right. Pour one out for Chrissy. I don't have one to pour for Chrissy, but you can do that. I'll smoke a bowl for Chrissy. I do think about certain people every once in a while. Just like, man, I hope that person turned out okay. And I really do hope Chrissy got some help and is doing okay.
Yeah, there's definitely like some things that schools could do, like opening up the showers in the locker rooms before school.
They could have helped her.
Like
they did do that. They did do that.
Yeah.
It was not announced. It wasn't something that they let everybody know was happening, but they made facilities available. They would make accommodations for kids that were below the poverty line. They would do everything. They really would. And I think that Ginger tried to get Chrissy that help. And I think that Chrissy was so embarrassed that she couldn't face it.
There are a lot of schools that perpetuate that, like the lunch debt thing is retarded.
Yeah. mean, maybe I'm an optimist. I know that social anxiety and quietness can be caused by a host of things, and not being hygienic as a kid in that era very well could come from old hippie culture. I didn't get that feel. You know, you could be right, Phoebes. I'm not trying to like discount what you're saying, but the feeling I got from Chrissy was that she had maybe one or two pairs of pants and one or two shirts, and that they were hand me downs or from like a thrift store. They were very often not clean. They were very stinky, very gross, very stained up. I did not get hippie vibes off of that. I got neglect vibes. I didn't really know her that well either, so I can't. I knew of her, but I didn't. Nobody knew her.
And just how much she was made fun of that I'm sure she heard about.
Oh, she
I don't
knew.
think she would do that on purpose if she knew she was getting shit on that
No,
much.
no. If she heard that her name was Pissy Chrissy because she smelled bad, and she had the ability to stop smelling bad, she would have. I don't think that she had access to a shower. I don't think she had access to clean clothes or laundry. So I think she might have been quasi-homeless, living out of a car or a truck or a van. She did not get like, oh, I just don't care and I don't shave my armpits and I don't use fucking deodorant vibes. I know what that is.
You little sleepy D. You won't go in.
Oh, gee.
Are you gonna get you, baby?
You need a big ice water. I'd love that. Thank you. Back at it again. Yeah, I guess so. I guess I am. How often do you stream? You keep coming up on my reels. I've been streaming pretty much every day. Like in the morning time like this, I usually try and bang one out, man. Yeah, hit the fucking subscribe button and come check that. Dude, the vibes are pretty chill here. Not a bad way to start your day. Got a Chinooker. You guys hear it? Double blade. Hear it? You can hear the competing blades. Yep. That's a Chinook. Some folks are born made to wave the flag. Oh, the red, white, and blue. And when the band yells, "Hail to the chief!"
Sorry, I was trying to think of where to put it.
At you. It's fine, baby.
Okay.
It ain't me. It ain't me. I know Senator's son.
You want me to do you a shake too?
No, I'm good for now. Thank you, though, baby. Did you take this and put it somewhere for me? It's just not quite small enough.
Yeah.
I'd have to go get it shrunk back down for it to be a pinky ring. I don't know what I'm going to do with that.
Yeah.
My pops works on that shit for a living. He can identify every helicopter miles away. Yeah. I'm pretty good at it, too. Growing up around Lemoore Naval Air Station, you could see a lot of crazy fucking jets. Like the shit that flew over earlier, I believe, was 3 F-16s in flying V formation. So fighting Falcons. Your ring's getting loose, yeah. Down, 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 down. Do 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 do. I don't know. Some folks are born sell the spoon in hand. Does Paul bang chicks? I have, yeah, I do, yeah. My wife is a chick. I bang my wife. Any concerts? Nah. I haven't been to a concert in a while. There's just not a lot. I don't know, man. I feel like I'm kind of like past my concert age, unfortunately. The last few concerts I've been to have been fun, but dude, they wear me the fuck out. Dude, I'm too old, I think, to go to a concert the way I like to. So I like to be in the pit, you know. If a pit opens up, I like to be in that bitch. They're super expensive now. Super expensive. Like, we went to Vegas, right? We did a meetup in Vegas. And while we were there, Post Malone was playing at the Raiders Superdome or whatever the fuck it is there. And I was like, dude, I definitely want to try and see that. And we looked into tickets, dude, nosebleeds were $700 to see Posty. I was like, pass. I love Post. I would love to see Post. Like, here are the artists, like the modern kind of artists that I want to see in concert really bad. There's really just two, honestly. I want to see Post Malone and I want to see Playboi Carti. Dude, I've watched so much live concert footage of Playboi Carti. Dude, that is the livest fucking audience that I've seen in years, bro. I gotta get in that stop breathing pit, dude. Dun 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 dun. Just go watch Playboi Carti Stop Breathing live and tell me you don't want to fucking go to that concert. Take my shirt off and all the hoes stop breathing. Take my shirt off and all the hoes stop breathing. Take my shirt off and all the hoes stop breathing. Take my shirt off and all the hoes stop breathing. Breathe, 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 bitch, breathe, 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 motherfucking breathe, breathe. I'm good. All right, buddy. No worries, man. Less competition for my ticket. But yeah, I want to see Posty and I want to see Playboi Carti live. Those are the modern artists that I really want to catch live. There's some like older artists that I've always wanted to see. I've never gotten to catch Marilyn Manson. Always wanted to see Rammstein. All concerts are expensive now, dude. I'm going to see Green Day, Falling in Reverse, and Megadeth in the coming months. Cool. I'm gonna go see Deftones and System of a Down in San Fran in August. Neat. Yeah, I like Big X. When's the next Onion Nuggets? Today. Later today. 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 4 p.m. blah blah blah. Or maybe it's, I don't know. You'll have to look. It's either 2 p.m. or 4 p.m. Pacific Standard. I'll have to look too. I think it's 2. Boom 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 boom. Do 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 do. Take my shirt off and all the hoes stop breathing. Take my shirt off and all the hoes stop breathing. last time you looked at your last FM? I haven't looked in a long time. I probably should start scrobbling again, honestly. I used to really like scrobbling, but I haven't done it in years, man. Boom, 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 boom. I'd like to go to Rolling Loud one time. I want to go to Rolling Loud. I want to be in the audience for Mobama. I want to see Sheck West do Mobama live. I got hoes calling on my phone. Motherfucking Sheck West. I want to be in there for that. I want to see a Kodak Black set. See which Kodak we get. I definitely would love to see Lil Uzi live. What's your opinion on Green Day? I like early stuff. Like Dookie is a goated album, bro. But after Dookie, they got a little like your name. Thanks. I like yours too. Shannon Amaya is a cool name. I don't even care if you cry. I don't even want to try to lie. Simon, you look me in the eye. Said that you were not afraid to die. Push me to the edge. All my friends are dead. Push me to the edge. You ever like pop punk? Yeah. I used to listen to like the Residents and fucking Rancid and Blink. Yeah, I mean, it was super popular in the late 90s, early 2000s. Welcome to paradise. Rancid is opening up for Green Day at the show I'm going to see. Dope. Destination unknown. Ruby, 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 Soho. It's good shit. Waiting for a Beauregard concert. Beauregard lost his beat producer, man. Marshall Manson retired. Marshall Manson's gone. How's Beauregard supposed to spit fire when he's got no beat producer no more? Ruby, 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 Soho. Ruby, 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 Soho. You like Disturbed? Oh, wow. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Deepest down in my sea of loathing. Something into me. Would you give it to me? It seems everything that is good has died lately in me. Can you give it to me? Get that fuck on my get that fuck. No. Dude, oh, Phoebes. Oh God, I almost want to pull your wrench. What you just said, Phoebe, better be troll. Please tell me you're trolling. Dude, I almost reflexively de-wrenched you just now when you said that fucking cover of Sound of Silence is goated. Please tell me that was a joke. Please tell me that's a joke. Oh, tell me you were trolling. It can't be real. Oh, Phoebes. No, that's awful. Hello, darkness, my old friend. Ooh, I've come to talk with you again. Ooh, No, dude, no, 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 no. No, 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 no. Sign of the cross, no. Ooh, get up, come on, get down with the sickness. Ooh, Psy Monkey and Garfunkel, yeah. Bro, I gotta fucking have a bowl for that one, man. I have never heard that. That's the craziest shit you've ever said to me, Phoebes. That's the craziest shit you've ever typed in my chat, Phoebes. You've typed some crazy shit. You're known for your fucking hot takes, Phoebes. And that one right there, that takes the taco. Hi from Yakutia. That's Yakut. Is that Siberia? Or is that northern Canada? I want to say Siberia, right? Yakut. Surely that's not the craziest thing I've said. Bro, it's the first time I've had a de-wrench instinct on you. Like, I literally had to pull my hand back because I reached out to take your wrench. Can't get pride as a nothing burger, yes. It was on the cliff's edge. Yeah. I mean, look, I would never do that, but fuck, I had that fucking instinct. I was like, give me that wrench. Flowers never bend with the rainfall from Simon and Garfunkel is one of those. Yes. No. Simon and Garfunkel in general is a vibe. Hope you're having a wonderful day. I hope you're having a wonderful day too. Thank you, Naya. That's very kind of you. We need a little more fucking kindness in this world, don't we? Yakutia from Russia, bro. I like you. Oh, cool. Very nice, man. Well, I'm from California. So we're speaking from the other side of the world, man. Isn't that cool? Well, I hope you're safe there in Russia, man. I hope you are. I know it's fucking crazy over there now, yeah? Whatever's going on, I hope you and yours are safe, my friend. Hello from Romania and Syria. Very cool. Very cool, Naya. Well, hello from California to you. Drone strike incoming. No, that's just an F-16. Good Sir Paul, would you please share the strain you were smoking? I don't know what strain it is. This is, oh, yeah, I do. It's Lemon Jack. There you go. 24.9% THC. Just a real easy smoke. Greetings from Norway. Greetings, Norway. Greetings from Cali. Let's do this. Roll call. I used to do this back in the day. There's a bunch of you in here. Roll call. Where are you from? If you're from the States, what state? From outside the States, what country? Where are you from? Let's get an idea. Got Florida. Narnia. Whoa. You're from beyond the wardrobe. USA. Tasmania. Nebraska. Mississippi. Kansas. Mississippi. New York. Belgium. Cool. Venezuela. Texas. Minnesota. A lot of Northern Ireland. Morro Bay. Very cool. Bosnia. I can't even read them all. Look at all this crazy shit. We're all over the world. We're global, baby. Mordor. Adelaide, Australia. Got a few Aussies in the house. Maryland, London, New Hampshire, moved to Georgia, Slovenia, but from Ireland. Crazy, man. Kingston. Welcome to Jamrock. Out where they pop, they glock. Out where they won't take a shot. Welcome to Jamrock. Out in the streets, they call it murder. They call me Mr. Romantic, Mr. Fantastic. I love that. They call me Mr. Romantic. It's like, man, let it hang, bro. Let it hang. I want to go flex one night, and that song's on the playlist. Oh yeah, dude. That Post Malone song is like my fucking personal anthem because it's so true. I don't care to own expensive cars or jewelry or any of that shit, right? That's not really my thing. But goddamn, I want to go flex on these hoes one night, dude. I want to pull up in a Ghost one night, get out in a mink, floor length, Patek Philippe on my wrist. Oliver Peoples on my face, bro. Just fucking swaggity swag one night. I want to flex on these hoes. Because all these hoes know what about to come next. I hit the plug up, drop the paper connect. I drop a couple bands, I just want to go. Man, I just want to go flex. Gold on my teeth and on my neck. And I'm stone cold with the flex with my squad and we're smoking up a check. Damn, I just want to go flex. Gold on my teeth and on my neck. And I'm stone cold with the flex with my squad and we're smoking up a check. Knowing all of this shit just don't make a difference. I'm just talking shit to the one that'll listen. I came with the heat, man, I swear I'm never missing. And I'm still the same, and you know I'm never switching. Hey, man, I just want to go flex. Gold on my teeth and on my neck. I am actually considering getting a single gold tooth. I don't know if it'll be cringe or not, but I've got a chipped tooth that needs capped. And I asked my dentist about it the last time I was there, and they said, "Man, we could do a white gold, a yellow gold." I was like, It's my canine. I think that, or bicuspid. So it's right next to my two front teeth. This one here. I don't know. People say, "Please God, no," but you know what rings through my head? 8 gold rings, like I'm Shabba ranks. 1 gold tooth, like I'm Shabba ranks. Woo, woo, damn. 8 gold rings, like I'm Shabba ranks. 4 bad bitches, like I'm Shabba ranks. 1 gold tooth. Yeah, we be mobbing all day. Somebody got dozens of alts ready for this one. Oh yeah, man. We're burning through them. Need a haircut before you get gold? I don't think so, though. I think it's going to look fresh as fuck, bro. They don't understand the dedication. People hate and say we changed it, but we made it. Yeah, we made it. They was never friendly. Yeah, no, I'm hopping at the Bentley. Yeah, and I know I tried. I know it sounds dramatic, yeah, but you know I got to have it, yeah. Got me itching like an addict, yeah. Everyone wants to act like they important. They said I would be nothing. Now they only say congratulations. Worked so hard, forgot how to vacation. Real talk though, I want to say I really enjoy being in this community, being able to help manicure the chat. Yeah. Faux show. Although Scotty is pretty fucking hot too. Oh, alright, well, I can't deny that. He is the hottest. He's the hottest deep fat fryer for sure. They ain't never had the dedication. Scotty Too Hottie. That's why my mom calls him. My mom likes to make little nicknames, so she calls TJ Thomas James. She loves those names. And she calls Scotty Scotty Too Hottie. What watch you got on? We're in the Sternglass Hamburg Argo today. Beautiful fucking watch. Love that sweeping seconds hand. I'll let you watch it for a second. Look at that fucking nice little sweep on that beautiful second hand. It's a stunner. One of the previous streams has almost 10K views now. I know, it's going off the chain, dude. I'm bi, but none of the DFF guys are my type. Yeah, Scotty's definitely one of the most conventionally attractive. I agree, yeah. My Apple Watch is better. Disagree, bro. I'll show you guys the backside of it. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. It's got this great fucking engraving of, you know, Jason and the Argonauts. It's the Argo from Jason and the Argonauts engraved on the back of the watch case there. It's kind of hard to see, I know. I'm trying. You can kind of see it though. Yeah, there you go. Pretty neat, right? Sternglass, definitely my favorite micro brand right now. The only micro brand I own 2 watches from, and I probably will own 5 or 6 pieces of Sternglass before I'm done with them. Before I feel like I've got my collection done. Apple Watch is wild. You know what, dude? For my money, the Android watch looks way fucking better. The Samsung Android, I think it is. The round one. If I was gonna get like a weak-ass fucking modern watch, non-mechanical watch, I'd probably get one of those. I think they look kind of dope, honestly. Apple Watches, that square shit, I don't know, man. Doesn't really hit for me. I like the round ones though. I like that Samsung watch. Galaxy watch or whatever. But yeah, I'm not a smartwatch guy. This is a fully mechanical watch. So if like an EMP went off, this watch would still tell me exactly what time it is. It's entirely mechanical, entirely fucking automatic. Not a battery in it. I think that's cool. There's a difference in weight too when you do a Mecha Quartz watch or a full mechanical like this. There's a noticeable difference in weight, and I like that heaviness in a watch. I like knowing that there's something on my wrist that's actually there. The one time that I tried on an Apple Watch, it was like there was nothing on my wrist. It was crazy. Was Steve Jobs a genius? Yes. Is a hot dog a sandwich? If it's on a bun, yeah. Yeah, it's like a sausage sandwich. Yeah. I appreciate more and more mechanical analog things, headphone amps. Yeah, for sure. I got mine half off on Amazon. Cool. Casios are fucking dope watches. I own a Casio data bank. It's my beater. Dope ass watches, dude. Anybody who makes fun of a Casio is just a fucking idiot. Casio also makes G-Shock, which is like if you want to get a watch that'll run forever, always tell great time, and you could drop it out of a fucking helicopter and pick it up and put it on your wrist, that's a G-Shock. It's like probably your best bang for the buck if you're going to buy a watch. And they come in all kinds. There's like a Casio, it's called. It's like a G-Shock that looks like an Audemars Piguet Royal Oak. Really like has that silhouette. Looks great on the wrist, man. Do you like the gold Casios? I want to get a gold data bank one day. But those are expensive. That's like a $700 watch. But yeah, I'd love to get a fucking 10 karat gold fucking stretch band data bank. Yeah. Damn, Paul, you've given me the watch bug. Dude, I've got it bad, man. It bit me fucking hard. I spend like a couple hours a day probably thinking about and looking at watches. Like I've already told myself no more watch purchases till Christmas. All right, at Christmas, I'm going to get myself a watch. But until then, no more. No, Paul Seago, no. Don't do it. Had a $30 Casio digital watch when I was a little kid. Oh yeah. I used to wear a data bank when I was a kid. Got it for Christmas one year. What about some dripped up rings? Well, I have a wedding band that I've never been able to use as a wedding band. It's a really nice gold ring. It's yellow and white gold. It's got, it's an infinity ring, so it's design all around. It's got Celtic, it's called a clodagh on it. I love the ring, but I can't wear it as a fucking wedding ring. It just does not work. It's a little too big, a little too small. My finger, like I have contact allergies. Here's something you don't know about Paul Zigo. I suffer from eczema. You can see on my hand here, I've got kind of like a sore. Sometimes I'll just get these itchy spots on my skin and it'll make a little blister and then it makes a little sore. It's called eczema. A lot of people have it. And one of the things that exacerbates eczema is what's called contact allergies. And I have massive contact allergies. So my first wedding ring, this is the ring I wear now. This is just a stainless steel sizer ring. Because it is the only ring that I can wear that is not reactive with my skin. So I wear this as my wedding ring. I got my ring resized recently. I got my wedding ring resized and I wore it for a couple of days and it started to eat my finger. It's fucking crazy. I want to have a ring. I love wearing a ring. I don't mind wearing this ring. It's just I have a really nice gold ring that I paid for. And so basically I'm going to take it back to the jeweler and I'm going to have them size it for a pinky ring. I love wearing pinky rings, so I'm going to get it sized down for my pinky, get it perfect on my pinky. Could you get it lined with stainless? I don't know, bro. If you can bet on the presidential election, how does it work? Like, how do the people bet on the winner? Get everything invested. You just do Vegas, so you can bet on pretty much anything in Vegas. Vegas has legal bookmaking, which means that if it's a sporting event or a political event or a world event, you can take bets. Some sort of like an example. You remember the Simpsons arc where somebody shot Mr. Burns? Who was it? And Vegas had odds on every character in the Simpsons universe. You can vote on reality show winners. You can vote on everything. So you just go there, you go to the bookmaking part of any casino, and you say, I want to put some money on Donald Trump to win the presidency, or I want to put some money on Joe Biden to win the presidency. You can also do like parlay bets, which are like, you could say, I want Donald Trump to win the presidency, and I want him to win by X amount of votes. Or I want him to win I want him to win, and I want a parlay bet that he's going to win by a certain amount. So like in sports betting, parlay bets get crazy. Because if you've ever watched the movie Uncut Jewels, or Uncut Gems, sorry, with Adam Sandler, he does a crazy like 9-way parlay on Kevin Garnett in that movie, where it's like Kevin Garnett to win the tip, Kevin Garnett to get 22 points, Kevin Garnett to get 10 assists, Kevin Garnett, he basically bets on a triple-double for Kevin Garnett, plus a win, right, by the Celtics. But yeah, those types of bets are really only taken by big betting organizations. If you try and make it like an 8-way parlay bet with an off-the-books kind of illegal bookmaking joint or whatever the fuck, they're going to tell you to go fuck yourself. They don't want to cover it, and they don't think you can cover it. You guys do a live stream during the elections? Yes. Well, yes, for sure. Election night will be a big, long, fucking endless live stream, yeah. So like, yeah, the parlay is such a dangerous bet because it's multiple compounded bets, all contingent on one another. So let's say that you do that parlay bet at the end of Uncut Gems, right? And Kevin Garnett loses the tip. Then you've lost the whole parlay bet. Every dollar that you've put down is now belongs to the casino. Just because he lost the opening tip of the ball. If Kevin Garnett pulls 28 points and 10 assists but only pulls 9 rebounds, you're fucked. If the Celtics win but it's only by 2 and you bet by 3, you lose. Any part of the parlay bet, it's all or nothing. So it's like an 8-way bet, 8 separate bets, and it pays an insane amount because the odds of making a correct 8-way parlay are just fucking minuscule. I'm considering it. I mean, yeah, you could do it, dude. You don't have to do thousands of dollars, dude. You could put a couple $100 down and make a couple grand. You make the right bet, or you do like a 2-way parlay. You put a couple $100 down and win like 20 grand if you do the right parlay. You could also just lose $200. It's like a trifecta on the ponies, yeah. Yeah. What is the one thing you just flat out don't understand about the Zoomers? Mine is their sense of fashion. Yeah, it's the fucking mullet coming back, bro, that I really want to talk to these guys about. It's the broccoli top and the mullet. Their sense of fashion is like not bad. It's starting to go skater again, so I definitely recognize that. Like pants are starting to get baggier, graphic tees are back, skate shoes are back. But it's this broccoli top haircut and this mullet haircut that have come, both of them have come back. Bro, I don't know what to do with it, man. You got a big poofy perm on top of your head and you're high and tight, or you've got a fucking legit golden 7. Yeah, the mullet is way back, bro. Look it up. I see it all the time, man. I live right by a fucking like middle school and a high school. I'll be driving out to get into town and school's letting out, and I see these fucking broccoli tops running, dude. Oh, you've seen the broccoli top, bro. You've seen it. You just don't know what I'm talking about when I say the broccoli top, bro. No, it's 100% out there, man. I guarantee you've seen the broccoli top, my dude. Guarantee. Broccoli top skeeved me out. Well, yeah, it's a fuckboy haircut, as you ladies say. It's 100% a fuckboy haircut, for sure. It's meant to be skeezy. Like, it's a big fucking curly perm. I just don't get it, man. Why would you ever resurrect the mullet, man? That is not cool. That is skibbity retarded, man. Go ahead and do the broccoli top, okay? Maybe I'm just being a hater about the broccoli top, because at least it's your own thing. But the mullet, bro? The mullet does not have a good fucking history, man. And it does not say it doesn't have a good connotation here in America, man. People think certain things about mullet heads, right? And you don't want to automatically be that. Are skullets respectable? Nah, dude, nah, no skullet, bro. None of that. Broccoli top is goofy, but mullet, fuck nah, yeah. I don't know, man. Yeah, dude, the Canadian tuxedo is back. It's like, what are we doing? Why is denim? Get rid of the denim. Why are we wearing full denim now, man? This is Canadian tux shit. We got the Canadian tuxedo with a mullet? What are we doing? What do you do for a living? This is it, man. I'm a content creator. I have been for 13 years. My name is Paul Zigo. I've been on a number of podcasts. I'm currently on a podcast called Deep Fat Fried right here on YouTube that you can subscribe to and become a patron of if you like me. But every dollar I make, every dime I make is connected to my content creation. I'm a professional YouTuber. Isn't that weird? What a weird job. Oh yeah, it's tough. No, I mean there are parts of it that are fucking super simple. And there are parts of it that are inscrutable and weird, and parts of it that are really fucking challenging. I think people look and they see and they go like, oh, this dude sits around and smokes weed all day. Yeah, I kind of do. I also make a fuck ton of content every month, manage a Patreon, manage social media. I do these side streams where I don't get a dime from this, guys. This channel is not and probably will not be monetized. I don't know. Maybe in the future I'll turn on super chats or something, but I really don't see it. I think that exposes your channel to more scrutiny and shit. And I want to be able to say what I want here. And I already make enough money doing what I do. I'll be honest with you. I'm not a rich guy, but not everything that I do in this space has to be about money, and this is one of those things, right? I mean, ultimately it is. Getting my name out there or whatever gets more people to sign up for my shit, but what do you think about Rastafari not using negative words like no? I don't know, man. I would love to go and spend time with some Rastafari and just kind of like come to understand their position a little more. I know very little. With all these zoomies wearing a Bass Pro Shops hat. Is it ironic? Is it fashionable? I don't fucking know, bro. I mean, I like, whatever. I think that some of the things that I've heard about Rastafari culture are a little bit bad. Like, they have some kind of strange ideas about men and women. Maybe not strange, but very, like, socially conservative ideas about men and women. They're a little bit, like, judgmental about sex, at least from what I've seen, for my tastes. Seen a lot of younger people wear those Dare shirts, ironically, yeah. Drug abuse resistance education. Get out of here. Go buzz somebody else, you fly bastards. Zoomers have also brought back fanny packs, only now we wear them around our chest. Yeah, you guys are fucking crazy, yo. You guys are out there going fucking wild, and you know what? I kind of fucking respect it. Even if I think it's dumb, I kind of respect it, because you guys are going fucking wild, okay? Whatever it is you're doing, you're fucking going ham, and I have to have a baseline level of respect for that, if nothing else, man. You guys are out there, and you're doing a thing. Dude, Skibbity Toilet is marching, and we can make fun of it if we want. We can talk about broccoli tops all day, but really we all know deep down we just want to cop their swag. We want to cop their steez, and we can't. So we call them broccoli tops and mullet heads. We make fun of their hats, we make fun of their shirts. But deep down we all wish we could ever be that cool, you know? I mean, that's one of the places you can keep it on you. Keep your fanny pack fucking strapped to your chest and keep the blicky in there, you know what I mean? Cruising down the street with my heat chopper on the seat. Long chopper. This bitch hold 32 passengers. Oh, good grief. Think you might get promoted? Dope. Make sure you think well before you take any promotion, Phoebes. I think you're working in customer service, right? Make sure you think about what they're offering you. So oftentimes a step up in customer service doesn't come with a commensurate step up in pay. They'll give you like an extra $1 an hour or something, but they're gonna load you up with a lot of fucking responsibilities. I'm a millennial Zoomer. Cusper was born in 95. Yeah, I think that's right. Cruising down the street with my heat chopper on the seat. This bitch talking tough, but he's sweet. Had to bust my heat. VVS on my teeth. Diamond teeth. When I blessed the game, I was being quiet, but got a lot to say. Unique chains on the freeway, no need reins, cocaine or eighth. Made a statement, I was grinding on them. Gotta order up, wanna replay. Rolex with no diamonds in it. Swiss movement, no time a ticking. Private life, please mind your business. Plain Jane, I done changed lanes. Plain Jane, I done changed lanes. Plain Jane on unchanged lanes. Plain Jane on unchanged lanes. We all wait. Any Kevin Gates fans in the fucking building or what? Or are you all cucks? There are two types of people in the world. There are Kevin Gates fans and there are cucks. We all wait. Diamond teeth when I blessed the game. I was being quiet, but got a lot to say. Unique chains on the freeway. No need brains, cocaine or wraith. Made a statement, I was grinding on them. Wanna order up, got a replay. Rolex, no diamonds in it. Swiss movement, no time a ticking. Oh no. Dead lighter. Boo. We all wait. I'm indifferent to him, but I acknowledge that a lot of people really dislike him for no reason. Yeah, I don't get why people hate Kevin Gates. I mean, I think he says some stupid shit, but he's a rapper. What do you want him to be, like a fucking Rhodes Scholar or whatever? He's a rapper. I mean, what do you expect from Kevin Gates, bro? I expect bangers, and that's what I get. He mercilessly beats his kids. That's between him and the state and God, man. I'm not a fucking enforcer, right? If that's the case, then that's between him and the law and God. Why does this chat always hate me? Probably because they just ain't me. Illinois labeled me a gang member. Or I ain't never been a gang member. Illinois labeled me a gang chief. Yeah, Kevin Gates is a litter bug. Never mind. I disavow. I disavow. Little Bo Paul with a brand new whip. Inside peanut butter, outside jellies. 7 days of the week, 7 different Chevys. Man, if you don't understand that, you don't know what's what. If you don't know what I mean when I say inside peanut butter, outside jelly, you just have never lived, bro. You've never rolled deep. I'll put it that way. Inside peanut butter, outside jelly. 7 days of the week, 7 different Chevys. Old 64 with the top blowed off. Fuck around, man, get your top blowed off. Inside peanut butter, outside jelly. You get it, do you? It's easy to say, I get it. What are they talking about? Inside peanut butter, outside jelly. What are they talking about? Don't front. You don't know some random phrase you've never lived, never rolled deep. Inside peanut butter, outside jelly. 7 days of the week, 7 different Chevys. Old 64 with the top blowed off. Fuck around, man, get your top blowed off. Car interior and exterior, yes. Inside peanut butter refers to supple Italian tan leather, peanut butter colored. Outside jelly refers to Houston candy paint. Candy paint with the white on top. Lambo doors with the woo up drop. If you busy plotting on what I got, kick in your door and swat you thought. $100,000 on the table top. That price my witch, same price my want. Got no jumper, but I ball a lot. Bitch, I'm your stony, I do what I want. Didn't know it was your girl when she gave me top. Kicked her out the roll, said thanks a lot. God damn, I love paper like a Michael Scott. I can do things that your man cannot. I have to admit I'm white, yeah. Inside peanut butter, outside jelly. It's one of those things. If you know, you know, you know. Now you do know, though. If you hear that, if you ever hear that, which you will, somebody will say it to you in your life. Now you don't have to go like, yeah. You can go, fuck yeah. Old 64 with the top blowed off. Bitch fuck around, gets his top blowed off. D, come here, let me get it. Come here, boy. Let me help. Daddy help. Oh man, fuck me. Alright, you're alright, buddy. We got it. That was not fucking good. Ugh. Time to wash my hands, D. That was not good. Use my bare fingers to pull a fucking little turdling out of your butt. Don't ever let anybody tell you I don't love you, Diamond. Jesus Christ, the things we do. The things we do for dogs. The things we do for these animals. Paul is salt. Salt is white. Da-da-da-da. You feeling better, D? You got a dangler. You got a dingleberry. Dogs are silly little guys, and we love them for it. True. They are silly little bastards, and we do love them for it, don't we? Dino was having a whole poo crisis, man. He had a dangler, and he was trying to get it out, but he doesn't have hands. So I had to go in there with my fucking bare ass hands and grab a stink nugget and pull it out of his butt for him. Don't ever, dude, you know I love you, right, D? Anybody else in the world, I say, man, you're going to have to find somebody else to handle that. But you, I just reach in there and grab it. He was doing that like half scoot. He knows better than to like scoot and rub it all over himself. So he just kind of like stays hunched up like he's trying to poop, but it walks around like, oh, come on. You know, it's usually because a hair got in there. And that's what this one was. It was a little nugget hanging on a hair. I mean, come on, buddy. So he knows better than to like smear it all over his backside or whatever. But he's used to me. He knows that's how he tells me he's got a problem. I tell him, come over here. He came right to me and put his little tail up and let me grab it. Should have put on gloves first. I could have, but that would have made D sit out here with a poop hanging off his butt. I washed my hands. It's fine. You guys are a little too squeamish, man. I'm a country boy, okay? Sometimes you get poop on you. You just deal with it, all right? I didn't grow up on like a farm, but I grew up with farm animals. We had a horse. I used to have to shovel horse poop all day. A chicken coop. I used to have to muck the chicken coop. We had ducks. We had a goat. Thank God I'm a country boy. Nothing will top the undies incident. So far, nothing has. I have an Aussie too, way more hair. Yeah. Dinor doesn't really shed. That's one of the nice things about him. He has no undercoat, so. On the road again. Just can't wait to get on the road again. We talk politics. Well, you're on a timer. I'm down below 20%. So when I get that 10% warning, that's usually when I end it. So you're on a timer, but yeah, you can talk about whatever the fuck you want, man. TJ when he's red-handed is the best. Yeah. What breed was Boogie again? Boogie was a miniature schnauzer. Can I be moderator? No. How would you serve your rich? Broiled. Broiled and basted. Slava, Ukraine. All right. Fair enough, buddy. Good luck with that. Good luck with that nationalism, buddy. Always works out. Which is the better form of government, parliamentary or presidential? ¿Por qué no dos? I mean, we have a parliamentary system and a chief executive. So... it's sort of old, but any thoughts on the bear or man discourse about women preferring to encounter a bear in the forest? I really don't understand why this is controversial. Of course, women should probably be more afraid of a bear in the woods. But their day-to-day lives are not stalked by bears, they're stalked by men. So I really don't understand the controversy around this. Is there anything other than that to be gleaned from that? Like, I don't think so. Yeah, men prey on women. I'm sorry it happens, but it's the truth. It's the truth. To quote the Kino Casino, it's the truth. If you're a guy, you know some guys are weird as fuck. Oh yeah, dude. No guy can fucking look you straight in the face and tell you he's never known a creepy guy. Hello, Germany. Welcome back. Make sure you subscribe, man. I've been here. We've been doing this thing. U.S. doesn't have a parliamentary system. Well, we have a House and Senate. Like, our legislative branch is based on the British parliamentary system. There are different houses or multiple legislative houses. So yeah, we don't call it a parliament. It's not run as a parliamentary system, but it has the same function in government. It's the legislative branch of the government, separated powers, right? You've got the judiciary, you've got the legislative, you've got the executive, and you've got the fourth estate, the media. Right? Part of me just wants to go to the US to go ahead and counter invade so we can be done talking about it as a global issue. Huh? Say what? Who has more power, a senator or a governor? A senator has more power on paper. A governor has greater reach and more clout, but a senator has more power on paper. Is there, so the bear discourse, I'm trying to think of like what would be controversial about this. And the only thing I can come up with is men are being demonized. Is that what it is? Is that the discourse? Women saying that they're more afraid of a man in the woods than a bear in the woods means that men are unfairly demonized. Okay. What bullshit. What cope. Guys, we need to take a look at fucking statistics for violent crime. We need to take a look at the fucking statistics for rape. Okay? Do women rape? Yes, they do. Can women rape? Yes, they can. Most of the time when rape happens, is it a woman perpetrating it? No, it is not. Like, I'm more afraid of a bear, or I'm less afraid of a bear in the woods than a man, is a sad reflection on a society that has had fucking top-down violence for so long we don't even know it's wrong anymore. Like, that's the commentary. The fact that women are more afraid of another person in the woods than a bear says everything that you need to know about how careful women need to be. Even in Western societies, maybe even especially in Western societies. And if you want to argue with that, you're going to have to argue with fucking numbers. You're going to have to argue with all these, like every woman I've ever met has at least one creeper story, at least one. And if that's all they've got, they're lucky. A profound amount of the women I have met have been victims of some sort of SA at some point in their lives. A profound amount of the women that I've met. And every last one of them could probably regale you with multiple creepy fucking stories about guys being too forward, guys being lurchy, grabby, all that shit. Okay? So you want to argue with that? You're going to need to argue with the men that are doing that. Because the way that women feel about men is a natural reaction to predatory fucking behavior. Yeah, same thing, Jareth. I've got creeper stories. I'm 6'2". I've been creeped on by men. I've had men cross the fucking physical line with me for no reason other than that they just felt they could. Look at me. I've had this experience multiple times. What if I was a woman? From what I've heard, the SA numbers that are being released are low a profound amount of sexual assaults are never reported due to shame and stigma. So if you extrapolate out not just the sexual assaults that do hit the justice systems, but the ones that never do, you're talking about a systemic problem of sexual assault. And women being more afraid of a man than a bear in the woods is endemic. It's indicative of that, right? It's indicative of a society where there's just an out of control culture of sexual assault and violation of consent. Dude, at a club, someone literally showed their dick to Mindy while I was next to her. Dudes are creepy as fuck. Bro, I went to a gay club one time with a group of people from college because I thought it would be fun. At that gay club, we met a gay dude who took a fucking shine to me. He asked me to dance. I didn't know that dance was code word for grab my fucking dick and rub my balls and grind my ass. And when he started doing that, I pushed him away and I said, "Whoa, buddy." And he was like, "Fucking tease." I was like, "What?" That's one of my stories. One of the dudes that I was in that same college with, one of the guys that I was at that club with, we were at a fucking off-campus event, like a party thing, a get-together. It was all the people that were in a show, but we were out off campus, right, doing a party get-together thing. And he walked up to me and just kind of like grabbed my ass with both his hands. We're just like, "You got such a nice little ass." And I was like, "Hey, dude, bro, dude, don't grab on me, man. Thank you, but no, thank you." You know what I mean? I don't know what makes people feel like they can do that shit. We're really on the timer now, but I'm gonna finish this bowl and then I think we're done. Yeah, I think we gotta be done. Watch Baby Reindeer based on your recommendation. Holy shit, I know, right? Fucking crazy movie. How do we end rape culture? We end the stigma surrounding rape and we stop pretending that, like, part of the stigma that surrounds rape is the desire for people to pretend it didn't happen or isn't happening. We need to admit the problem. As always, the first step to getting better is to admit that you have a problem, right? Anyway, I think I gotta go. I'll see you guys next time. Have a good one. Bye.